Hi, good morning, my dear students. Yes, last class we have discussed most important theorems. So, when you are going to take two subset of Z, H1 and H2 are the subset of Z. How we can consider intersection? What do you mean by intersection? Intersection means both are common element in the subgroup. So for example, H1 is there, H1 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and H2 is there 2, 4, 6. So it means H1 and H2 are the common set. So in H1 and H2, some elements are the same. So that type of set, it is easy to define and clarify for the two subgroup. What about another cases? In today, I shall discuss in front of you another different kinds of subgroups. Which one? Union. So when you can take union, union means what? So together. So combining. So for example, I can consider H1 and H2. So H1 one subgroup 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and H2 subgroup so 6, 7, 8, 9. Here there is no common element in between H1 and H1 union H2 subgroup. So what about intersection? It means null set. Null set means already you know that. So there is no elements which is having. So let us discuss about the another main factors. So how to contain it in that one? H1 is a subset of H2. H2 is a subset of H1. In which conditions are applied? So which one is obeyed for here that? So these are they discuss one of the greatest and finest theorems is that. That theorem is 4 actually. I can take star. In this one, maximum times they are going to discuss each and every theorems along with the properties. So in this one, the union of two subgroup if and only if one is contained the other. One is contained the other. Maybe, may not be. So contain means which is having or not. So they are asking if and only if conditions. One contained the other. Here so many elements are there is contained to the another person. So that is expression of the contained here that conditions is there. So let us take the proof. Already I said to you let H1 and H2 are the subgroup of Z. Suppose that H1 is subset of H2. Can you possible to take some example? H1 is there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And H2 is there. Shall I take so many elements? So it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you possible to say that in this one? So when you can take the both elements are same. H1 is a subset of H2. The possibilities. So H2 is a subset of H1. In this case, H1 is equal to H2. Then only we can say that. Otherwise, so this one, so just you can take 7, 8. Right? In this 7, 8, H1 is a subset of H2. Right. But this one does not exist. Because this set is the biggest set. But it is not a biggest set. So, in this, there is no possibility. H1 is not equal to H2. Let us think about this one. Just a suitable example. H1 and H2. When you can take two cases. This one. So, H1 is 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. H2 is also 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. So, H1 is subset of H2 and H2 is subset of H1 and H1 is equal to H2. So on this two bases, most importance are there. So this one which is having father. So then only first suppose H1 and H2 or H1 is subset of H2 or H2 is subset. One is contained in another, right? Then H1 union H2. Union means R. Both the set having are different or you can consider maybe H1, maybe H2. H1 and H2 are the subgroup of Z. The Z means it's a binary operation. It's the biggest content. Our best example is SPEN. Veerashaiva Lingayat College is the one of the greatest, biggest is their colleges. Right? in this one degree. So for example, some PUC colleges or high school or primary or SMLB degree, so like that, one part. So all they are combined. So that is the example here. H1 and H2 are the subgroup of main group H. So in this one, combined, it means together or collect or the person. H1 union H2 is a subgroup of Z. So all the things, it is a main factor, branded factor. So that branded factor, it is called the one of the biggest. They are together in one group. So that is called H1 union, means together. They are combined. They are collecting. So here, conversely, reciprocal, reverse process. Suppose that H1 union H2 is a subgroup, no problem. H1 is union H2. Two different types of groups are there. You are combining. So in this one, to prove one case, what H1 is subset of H2, H2 is subset of H1. The possibility, I can take here second case. But in this one, if possible, H1 is not a subset of H2, right? So can you take this one, H1, shall I take here, right? So 5, 6 is there. So look at this one, H1 is a subset of H2? No, this is not a possible, right? So check it this one now. So H2 is subset of H1 because this is the biggest subset. To every element of A is also element of B. It is called subset. So this one, H1 is not a subset of. There exists one element. S I can consider. Another most important separate set. It means consider one element. S belongs to H1, but not S belongs to H2. So I am having in one point and another in another skill it does not having. So one person it is having a very important skill for the administrative, another person does not having. One person is suitable for that teaching for mathematics and another person it does not exist. So like that, so one person is there here, S is explaining mathematics, S does not explain physics. So S explaining Kannada, S does not explain English, right, like that. So here two subjects are there. You can think about, you can apply that question. So H2 is not a subset of H1. Here I can consider T. T exists for T2. T, but T does not exist. So in this one, equation 1 and 2, S belongs to H1 union H2, T belongs to H1 union H2. So union is a subgroup. So I can consider ST is equal to some constant K is equal to S and T multiply and both are having. So if this S goes to that side, right? So here this one is a contradiction. Contradiction means wrong things. So our assumption always where so many people they are daydreamer like that. When these conditions contradiction, it means gossip, it means assumption, it means suppose. So that's why you can think about. Finally, our assumption is wrong is there. We are thinking are wrong, our thoughts are wrong. H1 subset of H2 and H2 is subset of H1 is wrong. So either H1 is subset of H2 or H2 is a subset of H1. Any one case is suitable. So this theorem is very clear. I have given two different numbers. Actually it is abstract things. Explanation form is there. I can take number and in front of you I discuss this one and the next another theorems, most important theorem discuss with you. Thank you so much. Please try to practice more. Bye.